All right. Good evening, you all. So, FYI, color my hair again, putting a rinse in it. Hopefully, it turns out right this time because it was all blotchy before. And I'm tired of wearing a wig, so like maybe I rushed it. So, but anyway, not writing today. I'm gonna do a video, but I want it's on what can I title this? Churchianity and how I'm so strongly against it. When I say churchianity, I'm not necessarily talking about being religious, but having this cliquish, cliquish, cultish, cultish um, view of the church. I guess just basically seeing the church as only the the local body that you're part of and not as a larger group. So let me start from the beginning. This might take more than 10 minutes, but I'm going to do another video. So my background. So I grew up in a Pentecostal denomination, holiness or hell, and very legalistic. Um, didn't look a certain way, couldn't wear fingernail polish at church. Like we could paint our nails, but then on Sunday we had to take it off. Had to wear stockings to church. If you didn't wear stockings or dress to church, you didn't go to church. So sorry, I didn't like intentionally leave my dresses behind when I was going out of town, or put a run in my stocking so I couldn't go. Just like just real, stuff like that. But and also church, the same church is like we believe, speaking in tongues is an evidence of being saved. So that was kind of the goal of your Christian life was be able to speak in tongues. So honestly, you could find a lot of people pretending that they were. So I grew up in that. Went to college, and so when I went to college, I was like, okay, um, this from the cliquish, clannish, cultishism. It wasn't a cult, but it was very legalistic. Um, Not to say there weren't people that weren't saving. It's just not right. But so when I go to college, I'm like, okay, I gotta go to a church in this specific denomination or nothing because ain't nobody else right. So I'm from Memphis, currently in Memphis, so Memphis, but I went to school in Knoxville, on Vol, go Vol, and as you may or may not know, Memphis is a black city, predominantly African American, and Knoxville, East Tennessee, predominantly white. And the denomination I'm part of is a black, well, I was a part of, was a black, historically black, predominantly black denomination, and started in Memphis. So there wasn't there weren't that many options in Knoxville, and so I decided to go visit one of the churches, um, and I did not like it because I just didn't like the whole you gotta look a certain way, I dress a certain way, blah blah blah. So for me, it's just like, dang, I can't go to a Kojic if it's not a. I already said it. I'm gonna say it. If I'm not going to a Kojic church, then like I rather just not go to church. I just stay at home. So that's what I wound up doing, just being at home, my dorm, and, being out of fellowship with fellow believers is horrible for your Christian growth, but that's what happened. Got into some bad relationships and situations, and so for all the bad characteristics of the church that I grew up in, the denomination, I wouldn't necessarily say the church that I was a part of, because they're more liberal than the denomination at that time. Um, I did, I was taught about Jesus by my parents, my mom in particular, and she stayed for real. And so I knew like if I needed help, to call God, and so I wound up becoming saved. It's probably 2007, saved for real. I was like, okay, I gotta get into church, and so I started attending. Now here it goes again. I was like, okay, well, if it's not Kojic, then at least it's got to be black. I don't know what the white people do. So I started going to this church. It was non-denominational, um, and it was good. Kind of I grew there. It was good for me, but God was, I don't know, teaching. Not I don't know. I definitely know. But the problem with it is it wasn't biblical. Very what do they call this thing now? With the prosperity gospel. And so I was like, listen, it's not right here. I gotta go. So I left out of there. And from being at that church with that pastor, who was very into um, being flashy, having a nice house, like, God wanna bless you with a big house. And if God wants to bless, I'm just saying, if God wants to bless a big house, He give me a big house. And I wouldn't have to give you money for Him to bless me. Like, if you want to bless me, He'll bless me without me giving you money. You got this big house and friggin' all these nice new cars. You got this your personal parking spot. Always in some new suit, rings galore, chains on and stuff. It was like something's not right here. It kind of reminded me of the church that I was in back then because um, you know, real, if you know Kojic, it's just a real showy type of deal. Attire wise, be seen, blah blah blah. So it's kind of funny because it went from being all cover yourself, blah blah blah. When you go to the convocation, you gotta have a flying saucer with sequins on it on your head and fur and brightly colored suit. So I was like, man, I don't like this. So I started going to church again, and it wasn't just because of that, but that had something to do with it, but also getting involved with another guy. And so that went downhill, and I was like so depressed. Always some guy was together, and I was frustrated with men. I was frustrated with the church, and I was like praying to God about just church elitism and pastors feeling like they're better than you, la 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 la. And anyway, so I was sitting in my apartment, and but I know I needed God, so I decided to turn on the TV because I remember my sister Missy when she was going through um, her breakup and getting into a relationship with God, because she used to just watch, just take in a whole lot of Christian programming, as in like sermons online. So I was like, okay, let me do that. I usually don't watch stuff like that because I'm like, whatever. Like TVN, not down for TVN, because they're all about if you need some money. Not all about. They're probably about some other stuff, but y'all know what I mean. So I was like, I'm tired of this. Pastors having their own private parking spots, and you get told if you park there and they got all this money, you're out here poor. Um, blah 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 blah. But anyway, so I turned on the TV and um, I was sitting on my bed crying, angry. It's like, man, I'm about to quit. I'm just done. This is too hard. This is entirely too hard. Can't even find a good church. Like, ain't nobody straight, right to say. Um, but anyway, well, I'm gonna stop here so I can record and not be thrown off. So I'm gonna tell you about my next church experience. Now, probably recap this too. So, hold up.